Hey guys, this is Ray with Phone Arena. We're live at IFA 2013. And what you're looking at is, of course, the pink version of the Galaxy Note 3. And right next to it, we have its predecessor, the Galaxy Note 2. So we just want to give you a first look, a quick comparison between the new and the old Note, just so that you know what exactly what differences are in store with the new device right here. Now, in terms of size, both devices are actually pretty much the same. They have almost exactly the same dimensions, with the main difference here is that on the Note 3 the screen is actually bigger at 5.7 inches as opposed to the Note 2's 5.5 inch display. So same dimensions overall, but bigger screen on the Note 3. Resolution on the Note 3 is also higher at 1080 by 1920 pixels, so Full HD Super AMOLED screen, whereas with the Note 3 we have 800 by 1280 pixels Super AMOLED screen. Of course, the one on the Galaxy Note 3 is going to be much better. In terms of design language, the Note 3 is actually closer to the original Note than to the Note 2. As you can see this from the less rounded edges around the sides, and the back side also resembles a fox leather pattern. So obviously Samsung will probably try to gear this towards the more business types of consumers. In terms of hardware under the hood, we already know pretty much everything there is to know about the Note 2 with all the standard affairs there, but the Note 3 comes with Snapdragon 800 processor in LTE enabled markets, and in some limited regions out there it will be available with Samsung's Exynos Octa processor, so it will naturally be much more faster compared to its predecessor right here. Now, in terms of software on the device, of course both feature their S Pens. This is where the Note 2's S Pen resides, and with the Galaxy Note 3 is pretty much the same place. But yeah, this is the pink S Pen for the pink Galaxy Note 3. It's very sweet. In terms of software features, we have some new stuff here on the Galaxy Note 3. Now with the Note 2, we already know what it can do. With a press of the button and holding on the screen, it creates a screenshot, allows us to take notes, save them, share them, and so on and so forth. With the Note 3, however, we have a new gesture. By pressing the key right here and doing hover across the screen and then releasing the key, we get this Air Command menu right here, which features a bunch of options for us. The first one is Action Memo, which is practically a quick memo that you can which allows you to draw something on it, and then you can delete stuff, you can select, you can add color to it here, and so on. All the standard functionality there. Let's check out something else out of these new features. We have Scrapbooker. So the idea here is that you basically have a scrapbook where you can collect various kinds of stuff. We have to select an area, and all the objects that happen to be within this area are then thrown to your scrapbook. So you can just memorize everything that you see on the phone's display. Let me return to the home screen here, and another new feature is Screen Write, which is basically the same as what I showed you here on the Note 2. It takes a screenshot of the page and then you can write over it. So this is where I'll end my demonstration of the S Pen of the new Galaxy Note 3, and this was just a quick basic comparison, quick first look at how these two devices compare to each other and all the new stuff on the Galaxy Note 3. Of course, it also has an upgraded 13 megapixel camera as opposed to the Note 2's 8 megapixel one. We're absolutely sure that the Note 3 will be able to take even better images than its predecessor, but of course we'll have to wait for a retail unit to know for sure. For now, just visit us at Phone Arena if you'd like to learn more about the new Galaxy Note 3.